Good morning. Our catechesis today before Mass, during this Eucharistic Revival, is on the list of saints found in Eucharistic Prayer 1, also known as the Roman Canon. And also this Sunday will be our last catechesis before Mass. So last week was on the first list of names in Eucharistic Prayer 1. Today, I'll tell you about the second list of saints in Eucharistic Prayer 1. So for the second list of saints, we ask for some share and fellowship of these martyrs. It first mentions John the Baptist, who is the cousin of our Lord and was beheaded by Herod. And then we hear of 7 men and 7 women, all martyrs. Stephen is one of the first deacons and is the first martyr whose martyrdom is recounted in the Acts of the Apostles. Then comes Matthias, elected to take the place of Judas the betrayer. And then we hear of Barnabas, who is St. Paul's companion and cousin to the author of the Gospel of Mark. Then we hear of Ignatius of Antioch, who was sentenced to be fed to the wild beast in Rome. Then there is Pope Alexander. We had the priest Marcellinus and the exorcist Peter. They were all martyred. Then the list continues with 7 women, beginning with 2 young girls, Felicity, who was a slave girl having just gave birth days before her martyrdom. Then of Perpetua, who was a noble woman. They were both martyrs from Africa, having just recently been baptized. Then we hear of Agatha and Lucy, both Sicilian nobles who became virgin martyrs. They refused to renounce the faith even though they suffered much torture. Then we hear of young Agnes, who is a daughter of a wealthy Roman who was martyred around the age of 12. She was consecrated by her martyrdom to chastity. And then we hear of Cecilia, who is a patron saint of musicians, and also who helped convert her husband and his brother. She is a martyr in Rome. And then lastly, we hear of Anastasia, martyred with 270 other men and women, and there are many legends connected with her. So these saints are from all parts of society and are only a handful of those who are in heaven praying for us. We call to mind these members of the church because of their great witness. And by the grace of God, they exhibited heroic virtue in their lives, reminding us that we are called to love Christ even more than life itself.